The Thermionic Culture Vulture Super 15 is a limited edition version of the original Culture Vulture, which is the original and only all-valve rack-mountable distortion enhancer on the market. These units can be used to warm up the sound of a stereo mix or mangle the sound completely. There are 4 different distortion modes available. Number 1 is T. This gives the typically musical effect, which can be found with triode valves and is good for merely warming up a sound. The second one is P1, which means the distortion valve is switched to pentode mode to add odd harmonics, which makes the sound more aggressive but still retaining that valve character. The third setting, P2, is the no-holds-barred setting and is a very unusual way of configuring an unusual valve, even giving an extra octave at higher bias settings. With the SQ selected, it adds drastic harmonics into the mix. The bias control varies the current through the distortion valve. At low current, the Vulture is starved and the sound is inclined to be thinner and break up easily. At high current, the Vulture is overfed, becoming quite fat and bloated. At medium current, from 0.25 to 0.3 milliamps, it distorts least, making this the best setting for just warming up sound. There is a selectable low-pass switch that removes unwanted frequencies from 6 to 9 kHz, so as to make the sound a little bit more rounded. The drive control and overdrive switch give the user ample control over the amount that the input signal is boosted before it hits the valve. The output level controls the amount of signal going to the output valve. This control should be set at +8 for low distortion and turn back when the drive is increased for more distortion, except when P2 is selected. The bypass switch completely bypasses a unit so that the Culture Vulture's effect can be accurately compared to the original. The Culture Vulture Super 15 showcases several inspired new features. The dry switch has 3 positions with a +10 dB option, sitting squarely between normal and overdrive, enabling users to make their sounds a little more crunchy with increased brightness. The drive knob now goes all the way up to 15, rather than the decidedly more conservative Spinal Tap flavored 11. The function switch now offers further enhancements, including special dynamically tunable mid-lift in the P positions and extra drastically processed harmonics in the SQ positions. This new unit also has a 2-position presence switch as featured on Thermionic Culture's popular Solo Vulture. The output level controls have a -10 dB attenuator, which can be used in conjunction with drive +10 dB for comparison purposes, or to simply reduce high levels. The module's line and DI inputs are balanced, while the line and low-level outputs are unbalanced. 5 NOS military-grade valves are utilized for long life, low noise, and enhanced performance, mirroring the Culture Vulture Mastering Plus. Let's take a listen to the Super 15 being used. As you heard, the Culture Vulture line of valve distortion products allow minimal to drastic processing to your stereo, mono, or instrument tracks. Distortion never sounded so good. For more information, visit purewaveaudio.com and feel free to call or email us with questions.